You can make great money in the beauty industry without working nights and weekends, and I will die on that hill. And I know that somebody watching this right now is already in their head like, that's easy for you to say, or my clients can't come in during the day, or I can't afford to lose anyone right now. I hear you. I've heard every version of that story. And I want to spend the next few minutes dismantling it because I think it's keeping a lot of beauty pros stuck in a schedule that's burning them out. I had a coaching client named M who dropped 10 hours a week from her behind the chair schedule and still hit her goal of $15,000 a month. So I am not talking out of my ass here. This works, but it requires intention, and that is exactly what we're getting into today. Okay, so inside of my coaching methodology, the cycle of success, schedule is the third stage. It comes right after mindset and vision, and there's a reason for that. Because once you're clear on who you want to be and what you want your life to look like, your schedule is where your vision either becomes real or just stays a dream. I call this the meat and potatoes stage because your life literally lives in your calendar, and if your calendar is chaos, well then your life is chaos. So today I'm going to help you craft a dream schedule, one that aligns with your vision, protects your time, and actually sets you up to raise your prices later. Let's get into it. The schedule stage is all about getting crystal clear on the exact schedule that you want to work and then actually working it. Not the schedule that your clients want, not the schedule that feels safest, the one that works for your life. That means choosing it, setting a start date, and holding firm boundaries around it. Those boundaries become non-negotiable, and I know that that word makes people uncomfortable, but please stay with me. Time is the one resource that you cannot replenish. You can always make more money, you cannot make more time. So how you spend it matters more than almost any other business decision that you will make. Let's talk about why your schedule matters more than you think. Here's why I feel so strongly about this. Your schedule has a ripple effect on everything else in your business. If you're lax with it, everything suffers. Your energy, your client experience, and especially your ability to raise your prices down the road. Here's something that most people don't connect. Pricing strategy is built on supply and demand. If your supply of time is inconsistent, if you're always available, always squeezing people in, always saying yes, you never create the demand that justifies a price increase. Your schedule and your pricing are directly linked. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. If I want to make real money, I have to be available all the time. Or I'll lose clients if I drop nights and weekends. Or my personal favorite, people will think I'm being selfish. Let me reframe all of that. Your schedule has to work for you first. Not your clients, not your Instagram followers, not whoever in your life is telling you to pay your dues. You, because a schedule that doesn't work for your life will eventually make you resent the career that you worked so hard to build. And honestly, one of the biggest perks of this industry is that you get to choose your schedule. That is a gift that we have. Do not waste it. All right, let's talk about how to build your dream schedule. Let's get practical. Here's how I actually coach people through this. Step one is you're going to give yourself permission to want what you want. Your dream schedule might be totally traditional, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. It might be non-traditional. I know a stylist that works 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. serving farmers. My dream schedule is a couple of days a week, 10 to 4. There is a market for any schedule, so start there. What do you actually want? Step two is keep it consistent, even if it rotates. I have a coaching client named Samantha who runs a 28-day rotating schedule. Non-traditional hours, but the total hours across the cycle are consistent every single time. That's the key. It's not about working the same days every week. It's about being strategic instead of reactive. Saying yes to everything because someone asked is not a schedule. That's just chaos within a calendar. Step three is think about it in this order. You first. Are you a morning person or a night owl? What lifestyle factors matter the most to you? Do a big brain dump. What actually matters in your day-to-day life? Then we're going to look at your loved one second, your partner schedule, your kids, childcare, how much time off you actually want. Build around that. And then clients third. Yes, third. Think about who your target market is and when they can realistically come in. And here's something super important. If your dream schedule doesn't match your current clientele, you can shift your clientele. I dropped nights and weekends years ago, and it meant transitioning away from clients with really rigid schedules like teachers. And I built a clientele of professionals with more flexibility. It took time, but it was completely worth it. Okay, step 4 is think about your schedule in 4 pieces, 4 puzzle pieces. We have behind the chair time, your hands in hair hours. We have admin time, working on the business, not in it. And I want to call something out here. Admin time cannot just be the gaps when people cancel. That's not real admin time. That's just like chaotic management. You need to actually block it out. And then there's time for others, your family, your commitments, the people who matter to you. And then time for yourself. This one is non-negotiable, and it's always the first thing that people cut, which is exactly why you have to schedule it intentionally. Okay, step 5, we're gonna map this out into a mock week. Literally plug all 4 of those puzzle pieces into a week at a glance. If you run a rotating schedule, print multiple weeks so that you can see it visually. My week looks something like this. Saturdays and Sundays are non-negotiable family time. Mondays are Stylist Soul Tribe days. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm behind the chair from 10 to 4. Wednesdays are team and admin days, and Fridays are content days. That's it. That's the whole thing, and it works for me. Okay, step 6 is we're gonna decide how we're going to implement this. You have 2 options. You can do a slow transition if it's really different from your existing schedule, gradually shifting your availability over a few months, or you can rip off the Band-Aid. Picking a date and just doing it. Neither is right or wrong. If you're burned out and your current schedule is unsustainable, you probably can't wait. If fear is coming up and telling you stories and you just need a little bit more runway, take your time, but truly pick one. Don't just sit in the middle forever. Step 7 is we may need to pair your schedule change with your pricing. This is the part that a lot of people miss. If you're working fewer hours behind the chair, you almost always need a price increase to protect your income. The good news is that working less and making more is completely possible. Like I said, in the beginning of this video is proof, but it requires strategy. If you want help running those numbers, that's exactly what we do in my coaching. Okay, one more thing I want to talk about because I get asked this constantly is, do you make a big announcement when you change your schedule? 99.9% of the time, no. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You update your online booking and you handle it client by client as it comes up naturally. When it does come up, here's how I coach people to handle it. You simply say, I needed a shift for my work-life balance. I hope my new schedule still works for you. If not, I'm happy to refer you to someone who might be a better fit. That's it. 2 options, and then you stop talking. You don't over-explain, you don't apologize, you don't negotiate. You offer 2 options and you hold firm. The clients who are meant to stay will figure it out. All in all, here's what I want you to walk away with today. You can reimagine your schedule at any point in your career. It is never too late and you are never too far in to make a change. Your schedule should keep you excited to show up. It should support your life and not consume it. Freedom is one of the greatest perks of this industry. A lot of people never take advantage of it because they're too afraid of what someone might think or what they might lose. Please don't be that person. You built this career, so build it on your terms. If this hit home and you're sitting there thinking, I know I need to do this, but I don't know where to start or how to make the numbers work, that is exactly what Stylist Soul Tribe Jumpstart is for. It's my 12-week coaching container where we build out your personalized roadmap, get on a one-on-one call together, and then meet weekly so that you're never figuring it out alone. Just send me a DM and we'll jump on a discovery call to see if it's the right fit for you right now. If you found this helpful, please save it and share it with a beauty pro who needs to hear it, and subscribe because we're diving into dream clientele next, because your schedule and your clientele have to match, and I'm going to show you exactly how to make that happen. I'll see you in the next one.